In this practical, we will try to measure the frequency of a given tuning fork using a sonometer. The formula used for this is n frequency n is equal to 1 by 2L T by M. So these L, T and M I will explain later on. But briefly you can say L is basically increasing or decreasing length between the wedges or bridges you can say, and T is the load applied, and M is the basically the mass of a per unit length. Because I am taking CGI units, so you can say a length of 1 centimeter will be taken, and we will try to measure the mass. So that will be given to you. You can measure with the help of weighing machine also, right? The accurate weighing machine we are using. So this will be given to you, right? Mass of the wire. Simply directly you can write. So the next practically that next slide is that this is the shape of sonometer. The sonometer, it consists of, this is a wire that will be there, and this is the basically, this will be the basically tuning fork, and these are the basically rubbers that will be used. Any one rubber you can use, right? That this tuning fork we will strike on this rubber. Similarly, this is a weight that will be attached to the wire, right? Similarly, now this I have already explained that this is a two bridges or wedges you can say. This is a thread that will be in between two these wedges, and we will strike the hammer here, and we will put the hammer here in this at this position in between two wedges. So first of all, two wedges will be far away, and we will mean maximum distance. Then we will try to decrease the distance further. We will find the position where this paper will fall when we strike that with hammer and put the hammer here. Similarly, we can make these two wedges or bridges you can say very near, and make the distance more increasing distance you can say. Then we will find a position in such a way that this paper will fall at a particular position. Further, now you can see here. Now these are the two wedges. When they very near, then the distance will be increasing you can say, and at particular position at this paper will fall at a particular position. That we can measure with the help of from here and here. Similarly, these are the maximum position of wedges or bridges you can say, and we will strike with this tuning fork on the rubber, and we will put here, and we will try to see this paper is here, that at what position it is falling. We will try to decrease the distance slowly, and we will try to see the particular position where this paper will fall. This is a video basically. You can see video. You can see here. Now we are striking with our and putting this fork here, and this paper has not fallen, and we will try to adjust the distance in such a way, right? Now you can see here also now paper is not falling, right? So we have to find a particular position of these two bridges such a way that paper will fall. You can see again we have struck on the rubber. We put the fork here, and we have seen that again paper is not falling. Now again you can see the next video where you will see paper is falling. You can see here now. We will strike with the hammer this tuning fork on this rubber, and we will again put the lower end of the tuning fork here like this one. Now you are seeing this paper is falling. So these two positions here and here, we will note down the distances, and we will, if we are when we are going away, means we are increasing. When we are coming inside, we are decreasing. So both the readings we will try to measure, note down. Now earlier weight one, this this was the weight. This is an increasing distance. This is a decreasing distance. Take the average of both, right? Then find the value of n. This is value of t because this was m multiplied by g. That will be t. Because what is g? G 980 we are taking, because unit we are taking is CGS. So it is gram. So t, the value of t will be 9840, that gram centimeter per second square. In this, similarly, this is an increasing length, this is a decreasing length. You take the average of both, that this will be the average. So you can see a frequency 1 by 2L T by M. And we have calculated t is already we have calculated, because this weight we have already put. Similarly, M, mass of the thread per unit centimeter we am taking, because CGS unit is there. Per meter we will try to measure with the help of weighing machine. Actually, this mass will be given to you. So this is a mass. So put the mass here and put the value of L, put the value of T, and do the calculation. It is 187. And similarly for the second weight, you can change the weight again. Like earlier it was 1000, then it is 1500, then third can be 2000. In this way we can use the different weights also, right? And we will put other values, and again the value now calculated is 183 hertz, because the unit of frequency it is hertz. Now I am taking the average 187 plus 183, that is 185, right? Now because now tuning fork which is given to you, that was our 256 hertz. That tuning fork, the value of that is written on this tuning fork. That is the C256 it written. 256 for hertz. C, basically this is related to the musical notes, right? The frequency 250C falls under category C, right? So we can see here error was 38%, large error, because we have measured the frequency of that, whatever the frequency is given to us. We have measured the frequency of that, and we have compared with whatever is written on the tuning fork. So in this way, we can measure the frequency of this tuning fork, right? The error is 38%. Similarly, for two reading I have taken, you can take 3, 4, 5, whatever you want, and then take the average of that. That will be the answer. Thank you.